Yo, what's up, my people? It's your boy Marcus David once again upon this one. So this time around, I'm again here with another video. Remember this one? Getting converting an international driving license in 2 weeks in Germany. Now this is a follow-up video because so many people who had tried to reach out to me, they thought that's like making a full driving license, but there is also a way of making a full driving license from zero to getting a driving license in 2 weeks too in German. That's also possible. So I decided to let me do this video so that I can enlighten them about it. So this other one here was about converting your international driving license from, let's say you're from Africa, you're from that's basically the knowledge I have is because I converted mine from Kenya to German. So it took me 2 weeks and approximately almost 500 and something. I didn't say it's exact 500. So for you people who don't watch our videos, you just react to thumbnails. Please stop being lazy. Just click on a web link and just check what message is inside there. Furthermore, if you're a bit suspicious, just check, is it a YouTube? If it was another funny web link, I could understand, but it was stating clearly YouTube. Why am I saying it that way? Because I posted that video also on Facebook, and now this reaction mostly came from my viewers from Facebook. So funny part was like one guy. Okay, before I continue that story, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please do the honor, subscribe and watch the other videos that I put up. So I bet you've done it right now. So continue. Yeah, there was two persons who kind of commented on Facebook. Like they were really quick to comment after I uploaded the video, the thumbnail and the video. So they saw the thumbnail like, yeah, German driving license in 2 weeks, and they were like, no, it can't be possible. You can't get Germany. You can't bribe people here. It's not Africa. Stop scamming people. I'm like, why am I scamming people? I didn't say people should send money to me. So that was the kind of thing. And I wrote back to the person like, hey, what do you why you like what do you think is why don't you think that is possible? And then for the reply, I can then notice from the perspective is like this guy is just reacting to from the thumbnail. He hasn't even checked out the video, and I'm like, have you checked out the video? No, I haven't, but I know you can't do driving license for less than 1,500 euros in Germany. I'm like, dude, I just said it, converting international driving license to German driving license, and he was like, no, it's not possible. So he kind of started setting his experience. I think this guy, he told me he lives somewhere in Berlin, so that's sides of Berlin. So he told me like he wanted to do that, but the driving school told him no, it's not possible. You cannot convert your Kenyan driving license to German, and blah 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 blah. So that's what kind of got to me to reply to him like, dude, that's why I'm making this video to enlighten more people like you. Like, don't trust any. Driving schools are like business, any other business over here. You could go to them, you could go to one, he'd be like, no, you cannot do this, you cannot do this, you cannot do this. And better you do a complete one that's better for you. Mind you, these are driving schools, they're out to get your money. So why don't you just check out next door? See what they have to say, check out the other next door. It's like when you're trying to purchase something, you get you check out prices in different places, but it seems some of you guys always think that, okay, I've been told this is the final decision, that's the way it's supposed to go. So I think the guy was a bit bitter because he kind of spent a lot and he's seeing somebody trying to say you can do it in 2 weeks. And furthermore, I came to even to an assumption he was thinking like I'm trying to tell people send money to me, you will get something like that. So I'm like, dude, just check out the video, it's a YouTube link. Yo, so let me not talk too much about them, but that kind of pissed me off from these lazy people who's kind of quick to comment on something without checking out. So please always take your time, check things out before you, before you open your mouth. Let me just say it loud. So reason I'm doing this video today is because like some people also got out to me like they had misunderstood that from the caption. Yeah, I know thumbnail, I always you can't put the whole information on thumbnail. I just wrote a driving license in 2 weeks in Germany. So some people kind of reached out to me thinking it was a full complete driving license in 2 weeks, of which is possible also to do it in 2 weeks. And that's why I'm doing this video, to enlighten those ones who wanna do from scratch, like they don't have a driving license from home, they just wanna do a full one from here. So you want to do a driving license from scratch. You've never possessed any driving license from any foreign country, and you're in Germany and you want to do it from scratch. You're busy, you're always busy with other things, you don't have time to attend. You know, like this is how it goes. When you're doing a driving license in Germany, you have to attend 14 classes, 14 theory classes, and practical classes always depend. I think there are a couple of classes you have to attend. So there's always this thing that is called boot camp or driving school camp or something like that. Let me start it from the basics. You know, in Germany, a person is allowed to attend a driving school from the age of, I think, 17, if I'm not wrong. From 17, if I'm wrong, correct me. But I think it's 17. From 17, and if you at all you attend a driving license and, at the age of 17, if you now passed your exams and everything, you've gotten a driving license, you are supposed to drive with a, let's say, with a guardian. So now we come to the part of how to do it in 2 weeks. So in most cases, why I mentioned from at the age of 17, people will start doing driving license. You know, these are school kids and everything. Between age of 17 still, like people are still in school till 20 something, they're still doing their schools and everything, Ausbildung, blah blah blah. So some of them don't have time. Furthermore, also some of them are in university and everything, they don't have time. So there's this thing they always call summer camp, boot camp or something like that. It sounds like some camping in the wild or something like that, but this is another kind of form like driving school do offers. And this is basically mostly when there's the Schulferien. Schulferien is the time period when school are closed. We got, like in Easter time, we have 2 weeks, full complete 2 weeks during the Easter. Uh, we got some other free times from school and hospital things around summer. It's around 4 weeks or something like that. And I don't all type of these holidays, but so long as it's more than 2 weeks or approximate of 2 weeks, there are those crash courses that are always being offered. So you could let me use a good example during the Easter ferian, like when the schools are in 2 weeks break. So if you wanna do quick, you could. There's this one offers that are always offered during the Easter. You attend classes within the 14 days. But the best part with this, you'll be attending classes and also doing some practical driving. So you'll be combining things hand in hand, like it's gonna be taken pam pam pam. So for you to clearly pass that, you also have to be sharp. Why am I saying this? Because it's 2 weeks. It's not guaranteed. You've just sat there for 2 weeks. You'll be given your certificate that you passed your theory. No, you'll have to learn, and when you learn and you can understand quickly and pass your theory without any repetition or something like that, you're still under the stipulated time. If you quick learner, you're getting your, let's say, you're a person who learns quick, you get your things in order and you manage to do your driving practicals well and you manage to get everything well. Could be someone is doing an automatic car. Automatic car is not, it's not very difficult to drive. If you're a quick runner, I think automatic car you should know to operate an automatic car within a day or two, I assume. But disadvantage of doing automatic, you're not allowed to drive a shift car. So always recommend always do a shift car, since with a shift car you can drive both automatic and shift. So if you're doing a shift car and you're also quick, maybe you did some practice even before going to the driving school camp. There's always these places called ADAC plates, sorry, ADAC plats and something like that. Maybe you could have gotten your friend, your relative, your husband, could be your wife or somebody. You take free time, you go over there, book the place, you're allowed to enter inside the driving secure zone, and you could train a bit to drive a car. Maybe you could learn the basics. So you could be combining the basics from your friends, your relatives, or anybody who's teaching you, and also doing the one in the driving school, and that could help you do it quickly as possible. Theory things, you could get your application as early as possible before going into the camp. you know, and maybe you can just download. There are some free apps also when either you're using Android or iOS, or you can also download from what called from your laptops and everything. There are some free ones online, but I'll assume that one's just for training, you know. But later on, you can now, by the time you're going to the boot camp, you know a bit of the road science and everything, and this will help you get your driving license in 2 weeks. Not guaranteed, but good. That's that's something they'll tell you from the word go. It depends with you how sharp you are, how quick you are, and everything. So lastly, yeah, I think I have covered everything about that. Yeah. So I would say by that time you should be having the money intact. Let's say minimum price. I know when you're doing a driving license, it's around 1,500. That's the minimum, I assume. But you can get this price breakdown from the driving school before you start. You can register as early as possible. My advice: register as early as possible, because these courses are always really on demand. Like they're always fully booked most of the time in most driving schools. So as early as possible, you get the price breakdown. Supposed to be between 1,500 1,600, but calculate a bit more, put aside more money, so that, because if you're doing a crash course, then you have to pay all this money as quickly as possible too, because you'll not be handed out your driving license even without completing the payment. And you don't want to do 2 weeks driving license and yet you are short of money. Nobody will allow that. So that's how you go about getting a driving license in 2 weeks. Like I said, you have to be sharp. I know some things you can judge by yourself. Secondly, you can download the free applications. Try doing this proofing simulator on the apps and everything, and see if maybe you're understanding, if you're good. So by the time you're going for the classes by the driving school, you've got so many basics knowledge. You'll be knowing the simple road signs and everything. The complicated part now, you could digest them more when you're doing the classes over there, or you could ask more questions over there. So yeah, basically that's all. 2 weeks driving license in Germany is also possible from the age of 17 years, beginning the age of 17 years. So next one, I'm gonna be doing a video about why it is important, why I think it is important to do your driving license as early as possible in Germany. Check out the next video I'm gonna be putting up shortly too. Peace out.